Rock and roll.
Meeting come to order for the regular July 1st council meeting at Pitt Center. And I would ask you to please all stand and do a pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I'd also like you to join me in a brief moment of silence, please. Thank you. Before we start or talk about the agenda, I just want to let you know that Mayor Bennett is not here tonight because he was called to a meeting of the Emergency Manager Control Group. They're taking a careful, close look at the storm that's coming up the coast. They don't know what it's going to do or where it's going to go, but they're meeting to discuss what the situation might be. So he gives his apologies for not being here. Council, we need to modify the agenda slightly. We want to end up having a closed session at the end of the council meeting. Other than that, are there any other changes or?
No, I move that the agenda be approved with the amendments that you just proposed.
Okay,
I'll second.
thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Madam Mayor, I do want, for the record, the statute does require us to announce what that closed session is about, and it would be about the civil litigation of Lewis Scarborough versus the town of Southern Shores in small claims court. So I have to say that on the record.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I thought I'd have to say that at the end when we're going into the closed session, so I appreciate that.
The purpose would be to preserve the attorney-client privilege in that matter.
Very good, thank you. Okay, then, council, we have a consent agenda, and you have them in your book. There are 4 items on the consent agenda. Are there any questions?
I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Wow, we can look to our new Director of Public Works. Rachel, you're going to give us an overview of the capital programs.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. We have 6 major road reconstruction projects planned for the fiscal year 14 to 15, and we've begun collecting survey data and soil subgrade testing data for all of these projects. So essentially, we're now in design. The projects are Fairway Drive. We intend to rebuild the entire portion of road that is town-owned. North Dogwood Trail from house number 280 to 293 will be a complete rebuild. Pintail Court, rebuilding the entire road, including the cul-de-sac. Scuppernong Lane, also rebuilding the entire road. The north, south, and east Dogwood intersection, and Yopon Trail. Intend to rebuild that entire road as well. Several of these projects will have tree removal as part of them as well. The Fairway Drive and north, south, and east Dogwood intersection projects will be designed this summer and bid in early fall. And the remaining 4 will be designed this fall to bid in winter and start work spring of 2015. Our goal is to repair the condition of the road, but also to bring them up to our DOT design standards. We also intend to hold a public meeting for each of these projects out at the project site once we have a preliminary design ready. And that's my summary, if anyone has a question.
Just a question, what was the house numbers there on North Dogwood?
On North Dogwood, it's 280 to 293.
Thank
That's
you.
probably the worst section of road there on North Dogwood. Tried to pick the worst.
Any other
That's all I
questions?
had.
Anyone else? Thank you. Peter?
Rachel,
Go ahead, Peter.
Would you mind kind of briefing the council on our plans for notifying the owners on the street, the homeowners on the street, how you want to go about doing that for each one of those projects?
Sure. All of the homeowners on all of the projects, streets, would receive a letter notifying them of the project, and that letter would include the date of the public meeting on site. Myself and the town engineer will be on site to show them the preliminary design plans and go over all their project concerns with them and try to address each one. We did that with the current road projects that just finished up for this fiscal year. I thought those were very successful. We do them late in the evening, 5:30, 6 o'clock, to make sure that they can all come after work, and we had a relatively good turnout on all those. And most of the residents were pleased that we had the meeting and were pleased with the projects, in my opinion.
Well, it eliminates unnecessary questions sometimes, when people think
Definitely.
something's going to happen and you don't, and it's really not.
Yes,
That's a
road
really
projects
good-
are always inconvenient to the residents, and I think notifying them of that sort of helps stop a lot of the complaints ahead of time.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Okay, and our staff reports. First is going to be the introductions of our lifeguards. Merrick, will you do the honors for us, please?
How you doing? My name is Merrick Dabrowski. I'm the lifeguard supervisor here in Southern Shores, and this is our 9th season providing water rescue to the town of Southern Shores. I'm just going to have them introduce themselves as they come up, and we'll start right here with Benji.
Hey, how's everyone doing? I'm Benji Scholl. I've been doing ocean rescue for this is my 4th year, but my first year doing it with Southern Shores. Recently got my EMT at Tidewater Community College, and I plan to get my degree in EMS Sciences. And yeah, thanks for everything.
Thank you.
Let's keep it a little shorter.
Hey, I'm Ryan Schneider. I'm from Loudoun County, Virginia. This is my first year on ocean rescue, and I'll be a senior at Virginia Tech, majoring in economics.
Very good.
Hi, my name's Jeremy. It is my first year here, and I'm from Gaithersburg, Maryland, and I'm going to be a junior at Salisbury studying computer science.
Good.
Hi, everybody. My name is Logan Carlson. I'm a senior economics major at Virginia Tech from Roanoke, Virginia, and this is my 2nd year with Surf Rescue.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ryan Nickel. I'm from Harrisonburg, Virginia. I go to James Madison University, and I am majoring in graphic design. First year surf rescue.
Good evening. I'm Carmen Turner. I'm from Charlottesville, Virginia. I'm a UVA alumna, and this is my 4th year with Duck Surf Rescue.
She spent last year in Peru teaching English.
My name is Joe Walton. This will be my 3rd year working for Merrick in Duck Surf Rescue. I'm going to be a senior at Virginia Tech studying engineering.
Hello, my name's Avery Graves. I'm from Maryland. This is my 2nd year with Ocean Rescue here. I currently have an associate's in pre-nursing, and this spring will probably be starting nursing school in the state of Towson, but that's not set in stone yet. Yeah.
My name is Jimmy Helms. I've been working for Surf Rescue for 10 years, and I also work for the Kitty Hawk Police Department for the past 3.5 years.
Is there one more back there?
Thanks a lot. Oh, sorry, Will.
Got one left there.
It's just Will.
Just Will.
Hello, I'm Will Thomas. I'm from Fairfax Station, Virginia. This is my 2nd year with Surf Rescue, and I am a marketing major at Louisiana State University.
Very good. Thank you. We're very proud of all of you, and we really appreciate you being there, and we're very happy to know you're out there watching out for everyone on the beaches.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Any questions for Merrick?
We got to leave because we're going to go get pictures.
Oh, okay. Go get pictures.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you. Next, we'll hear from our town planner, Wes.
Thank you and good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and members of the council. I have a brief report for the month of June. There were 13 zoning permits issued, 29 building permits issued, which consisted of 3 new single-family dwellings, 1 addition, 1 remodel, and 24 others. There are currently 10 single-family dwellings under construction in Southern Shores. The total amount of fees collected in June was $17,693.60. With respect to code enforcement, 1 warning citation was mailed, which was regarding a setback and fence height violation, both on the same property. There were some other verbal warnings given as well. The comprehensive bicycle and pedestrian plan, we're going to hold the final steering committee meeting and the second public workshop on August the 4th. That'll be here in the Pitt Center, and we will advertise the public workshop in all our social media sites, the town website, and most likely in the newspaper as well, so we can get a good turnout and get some feedback on the draft document. And lastly, this is new to you all, the Albemarle Regional Hazard Mitigation Plan. Right now, our hazard mitigation plan, we participate with all the other municipalities and fall under the Dare County Hazard Mitigation Plan. That plan was set to expire in 2015. However, Gates County, which is also in northeastern North Carolina, acquired a grant and funding for a regional hazard mitigation plan, which we will participate in, as well as all the other municipalities and Dare County. And that would replace our current mitigation plan and be our new update, and would last at least, I think, 5 years or so.
So this would be Gates and Dare County both?
Gates County, Pasquotank County, Chowan County, Perquimans County, Dare County. That's pretty much north of the Sound, north and east of the Sound, I believe. Okay. And so that will be coming up. That's something that I'll be working on, representing the town. And we'll be holding, I believe, our second group meeting in a couple weeks. So I'll keep you all updated as needed on that.
Very good, thank you. Anybody have any questions for Wes? Thank you, Wes.
All right, thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda, we're very honored to introduce the new chief of the fire department, Ed Limbacher, and I think Peter was going to have some things to say.
Madam Mayor Pro Tem and members of the council, Chief Limbacher is the new fire chief of the Southern Shores Volunteer Fire Department. He is a veteran firefighter at the department. He and his family are moved from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. His career previously was in law enforcement. He's been a member of the department for several years. He and his family reside in Dare County, in Martins Point. And we're excited to have Ed, to be able to work with Ed and the rest of the department as always. So I think tonight is his first report.
Good.
Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Stole a lot of my thunder, but I'll give you what I missed, because I did tell him I wasn't a look at me kind of guy, but I'll give you what I had that you missed a little bit. I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I moved here in 2006 with my wife, Kirsten, and daughters, Aaron and Megan. I have 28 years experience in the fire service. Started as a junior member in my hometown department, Forest Hills Volunteer Fire Department in 1986. There, it was a very busy department. I was able to gain a lot of experience there. I left there in 2006 when I came here, and I left in a role of the captain. There, I served in handled many different things, from budgetary matters to all the fire reports. I joined the Southern Shores Fire Department in 2008, and there also I've held many different roles, including secretary to the board of directors and also lieutenant in charge of training. I'm also excited to work with you guys, and I look forward to making our relationship even better and making the town even better.
Good.
If anybody does have any questions, I'll just get right to my report that Sheila has up on the board there.
Questions?
Nobody has any questions? Okay. For the month of June, we had 7 fires, 30 rescue or medical calls, 4 hazardous condition, no fire, 1 good intent call, and 5 false alarm or 5 false calls, for a total of 47 calls in June. And if you wanted me to, I don't know how deep you want me to get in here, but I can break it down even more if you want, but it's up there pretty much to what every call was. If you want me to, I can do that.
Do you have any questions?
No, it's fine, thank you.
Nope, I don't have any.
No, I think that's a good report. We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, it looks like there are no reports from town boards. Anybody signed up for public comment? Guess not. There's no old business. There's no new business. Okay, town manager.
Thank you. Just very briefly tonight to inform the council and members of the public, we are preparing, obviously, for the 4th of July holiday. And as of this morning, we have begun to go down our checklist to protect town property and resources in the case that the storm that's out there now does come in. We have put our Lemon Branch contractor on notice that he's first on the list if we need him Saturday morning. And so we have begun that process. Rachel went over with you the road situation. We finished up as late as yesterday with the projects that she talked about for fiscal year 13-14. I will say she did mention that in the upcoming plans for the capital projects that you've approved for next year, there will be some tree removal. We have had a couple of calls already about concerns about trees, and what we plan to do is the same thing we've done in the past, is have a design drawn for each project, and the preliminary design, have it available for each council member to review and ask questions of the project manager and the consultant engineer, myself, and we'll go through that. And once we have that design in place in-house, then we'll put it out for the public of that particular street to comment on in the nature of as she described, an on-site meeting. Only staff would be liable to take their comments and concerns into account. That has worked well in the past. There will be some tree removal on each of these projects if we do what has been approved to be done on full depth rebuild. So that may create some consternation, but normally we work through those projects each time successfully. Mary was here with the lifeguards, but I did want to comment that we have been successful in administering the town code on the beach this summer with the lifeguards assistants and also the community resource officer. We've been enforcing the town's ban on tents and structures on the beach, unattended structures on the beach overnight, and as well as the dog population on the beach when they're not supposed to be on the beach. So far, we have done, I feel like, a good job with that. There has been also some cases where there have been some dangerous holes left on the beach that we have been trying to diligently watch those. And if you recall, probably the news ladies yesterday, we've had several incidents of rip current victims that have been pulled out. So far, everything's been fine on the beach, and it's been an attraction so far this summer.
Good.
That's my report, very short. If anybody has any questions, I'll be glad to, or concerns, I'll be glad to take them as well tonight.
I appreciate your filling in what Mary couldn't, because that was going to be my question to her. He said, we got to get a picture. So I figured we'd get the information. I appreciate that. Anybody have any questions or comments? No? Okay. Mr. Gallup?
I don't have anything to report.
Okay. I don't have anything to report either. Anybody down there have anything you want to?
I have nothing to report, thank you.
Just the only thing, I don't know how it's going to work out. The boat club has their picnic, 4th of July picnic Saturday night starting at 5 o'clock, so.
Everybody should bring a chainsaw, you're telling me?
Yeah, they may need a chainsaw or pumps to pump water. So just keep an eye, I guess, on the website. They'll probably, if it gets canceled, that'll be the way they do it.
Well, the material I've read so far says whatever happens, we would feel the storm either Thursday night or Friday.
Yeah.
So hopefully by that time, you folks will be able to make that's right.
Keep the fingers crossed.
Right, okay. Thank you. Okay, and we will be moving to go into closed session to be briefed and consulted by the town attorney regarding a recent civil claim filed against the town in small claims court. This is covered by, it's Lewis Scarborough versus the town of Southern Shores. And this is covered by North Carolina General Statute 143-318-11A3. You have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We'll take a few minutes to recess.
We go to-
Are we also going to?